Hi guys, it's Kales and it's award season. I promise I still have a YouTube channel. I've been working really hard on the YA Booktube Awards. It's the 3rd annual YA Booktube Awards and voting is open, people. We are able to start our voting process and we're gonna have our YA Booktube Awards this year. So, as you guys know, about 2 years ago, Elizabeth over at the Owlery started the YA Booktube Awards. And because of personal reasons and life things, she bequeathed it to me, which is really awesome that I now get to run it. So thank you, Elizabeth, for starting this amazing new idea, and I'm gonna change it. That sounds terrible, but I had my own couple of ideas on what we wanted to do to sort of mix up the YA Booktube Awards this season, and basically I created a website. So there's a website called www.yabooktubeawards.weebly.com because I don't have enough to buy a domain name. I'm poor. I work in books. What do you expect? But that being said, you can go to that website and on there you will find all of the nominees, the categories, where to vote, and all the instructions. Basically, the rules of the YA Booktube Awards are that any traditionally published young adult novel is eligible for any of these categories. Who can vote? Literally anyone can vote. You don't have to be a booktuber. You don't have to have a channel or be a bookstagrammer or any sort of thing like that. Anybody can vote. You literally just go on the website and you click on the category that you want to vote for, click the vote button, and there'll be the list of books and list of nominees for that preliminary round, and then you can vote. The preliminary round starts today and goes until the middle of January. All the specific dates are there. I think it's January 15th is the middle date that we're going for there. Then after that, we're gonna take the top 5 most voted on by you guys in each category, and that's gonna be the final round. Think of it as kind of like the Oscars. Everything is eligible. All movies ever, all the YA books, traditionally published YA books, are eligible. And I'm sorry I had to do traditionally published because damn it guys, there are just so many self-published books. I can't notice them all and I want to give as much of a fair chance as I can, so it's all the traditionally published. Once the final 5 books, the top 5 books from each of the categories is announced on January 15th, 16th, we're going to then vote for the final round. So then it's like the Oscars and we all get to vote and have our ballots, and there'll be a reshuffling of the website and you will all see who the finalists are, and I'll announce here on my channel, and those will be the finalists. And then from the finalists, from January 15th to February 15th, you can vote again for your finalists, and then one of those 5 books will win in the categories. If you've already gone on the website, you've noticed that there's a lot more categories this year, and I did that for multiple reasons. One, the 6 or 7 categories that Elizabeth came up with were great. I think it covered a wide range of things. However, I think as things develop, you know, like back in the 1930s, there was not a best animated feature category at the Oscars. So things have to develop. Like, retellings aren't that big of a deal in YA anymore. So that category is gone. Graphic novels, actually, technically in the publishing world, there is no such thing as like a YA graphic novel. They're usually like middle grade or adult. So it's really hard to classify those. And so I just didn't mess with it. I was just like, okay. Please note, I still think graphic novels are 100% valid in all things, and as a form of books and storytelling, it just was a lot of work, and yeah, so there's that. But the categories that we do have this year, I came up with a lot of categories. Here's a quick list. We've got anthology, contemporary romance, debut, differently abled / neurodiverse, fantasy series starter and or standalone fantasy series, historical fiction standalone and or series starter, historical fiction series, LGBTQIA+, mental health, mystery / thriller series starter or standalone, mystery / thriller series, own voices, sci-fi series starter or standalone, sci-fi series, and verse. All of the rules as to what classifies as what category are also on the website, and you can look that up as well. I'm planning on doing like individual episodes talking about some of the books and the categories, and we're gonna do that especially when we get into the finalists era of all of this. And yeah, so the other reason that we also like kind of pushed it back a little bit was that there were some really good books, like, I don't know, Queen of Air and Darkness, that were coming out in December that I wanted to be included on this award ceremony too, and I wanted you guys to have like enough time to read the books. So that matters. The other thing is that these are the YA Booktube Awards. And I like that idea. I wanted to keep that as true to Booktube as I possibly could. Now, while I said you don't have to be a booktuber to vote, there's 2 ways to vote. Like I said, if you're not a booktuber, you don't want to make videos, you just want to go click a button, do it. That's totally fine. Those votes will be calculated and valid and 100% included on everything. However, if you want your vote to count for twice as much, you can make a video. I mean, I ask that if you like haven't read a book in one of the categories, don't vote. That's fine. It's okay. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You know, if you're not a big mystery reader and you're like, I don't know any of these, I haven't read anything in here, then don't vote. That's fine. I don't care if you don't vote in every single category. To make sure that I watch it and count your vote, you can either tweet the link to your video to YA Booktube Awards, or you can email at yabooktubeawards@gmail.com. So you can either email the link or tweet it out. Don't do both, just do one, please, and we'll make sure that your votes get counted. That way I think it encourages YouTubers to talk about their votes, to encourage other people to vote. Be an advocate for your books that you love. That I sorted every book into categories. I tried as hard as I freaking could. I spent months on this, sorting every YA release that I could possibly find. If I missed a book, if a book you think is miscategorized, if there's like an LGBTQ main character that I didn't know about, or there's a book that deals with mental illness that's not in the mental illness category, email me. Email yabooktubeawards@gmail.com and explaining your discrepancy with why something is where it is. Make sure that you read the rules first. Me and my team reserve the right to have the books in the certain categories. That way things can't win in multiple categories of like, a science fiction book can't also win in historical fiction. There's a bunch of rules that I came up with. I worked really hard on this. I hope you guys have fun voting and communicating and just enjoying being a part of the Booktube community and this amazing year of young adult books that we had. If you have any questions, tweet, email, tell people about it. I can't wait to see what videos you guys are gonna make to vote. It's gonna be really cool. Be an advocate for your book, vote for your favorite book, make some videos, make some friends, enjoy the rest of the year. Until next time, guys, bye. Holy my battery is so dead. So this first round, I have a bunch of, my roommate's dogs are barking in the background, but this is what we're doing.